Hi, I'm Michael Herbert here with Litepanels. I'm going to tell you all about the Astra IP range. The Astra IP range is an evolution of the Astra series. Whether it was the original 1x1, the 3X or the 6X, the Astra range of products have been around for a number of years and been very, very popular all around the world in a wide range of different applications. But it became clear to us that we needed to modernize the range, we needed to add in new features. Through extensive feedback and surveys and field testing with E&G crews and OB crews, we wanted to understand what had made the Astra range so popular previously, but equally what we could do now to improve on it as well. And the feedback was very consistent. People always liked the simplicity of the product. They liked how straightforward it was to work with, how quick and easy it was to set up, how lightweight it was. But they wanted some key other features as well. They wanted to be able to read out color temperature more easily, more accurate dimming representation. But crucially as well, they wanted it to be waterproof. So the range has been designed to be IP65 as standard out the box. When we were deciding the best way to show off the features of the Astra IP range, we thought shooting a video in February in the UK would be the perfect place to have lots of guaranteed rain showing off the waterproofing at its best. However, in an unusual turn of events, we're currently in the middle of an extended piece of glorious sunshine, so we thought we'd take the opportunity to show it off in a slightly different way.
The Astra IP range is designed to withstand some of the harshest environments. It's fully IP65 rated, so it's protected against sand and dust, as well as rain and snow, and even pitch-side sprinkler systems.
The design of the fixture is essentially to separate it into two sections that are both individually sealed. We have the LED board at the front, and then the rear chassis, which contains the control gear, the power supply, and obviously has the encoders and the rear screen. And these are all completely sealed, using a series of gaskets and fasteners to make sure that the key electrical components are completely protected from the elements. When you IP rate a fixture, of course you're trying to keep things like moisture out, but one of the byproducts of that is you actually tend to keep heat in, so it becomes very important to make sure that you can still thermally regulate the product to make sure that it's given a long life. On the half size, the power draw is very low and it doesn't generate that much heat, and so it's just passively cooled. There is no additional fan there, it's able to ventilate no problem. On the 1x1, because your power draw is double that of a half size, you are starting to generate a little bit more heat, and so there is a fan, which is inside and it sits just behind the screen. Warm air is exhausted out the top and the bottom, and the fresh air that is drawn in from the sides. But again, the fan is IP rated and anything around it is all sealed off. So the design is very much one to keep the elements out, but also keep the heat out at the same time. The Astras are designed not just to work in harsh conditions for a short amount of time, they're designed to last for years to come. We're well aware that the environment that these lights go into is not always the most forgiving. So in addition to it being waterproof, there's impact resistance all around it as well. It's not a thin overmold, it's a thick overmold. It's been designed specifically to absorb impact and protect everything that's inside. When you tilt the fixture down, you have this triangular shape here. This is to contain all the control gear inside, but importantly now, when you put it down, the light now stands up. Just all these little ergonomic things that make it much easier for people to operate. Again, the whole thing has been designed with speed and simplicity in mind. So in addition to having a very strong chassis, the yoke itself is very, very strong, whilst being very, very lightweight. These notches here are allowing you to mount a battery plate onto the yoke directly, but equally a lot of the feedback we received was now that people want to put the batteries directly on the back of the fixture itself as well. So you're now given the two options. You can either put the battery plates onto there, or you can put your batteries directly onto the back of the fixture, just dependent on how you're using it and where you want the weight on the fixture itself. Other parts of the yoke design are these handles that have been built in. Now, we see it very, very regularly, particularly for pitch side lighting. Someone will run onto the pitch afterwards and they'll be holding up a 6X, but there was never anywhere specific for them to hold it. They're wrapping their hands around it in some way just to get it done. But so we thought, why not actually build the handles directly into the fixture itself so it's easier to manipulate. And then this hides the cable entries as well. So you have your AC going in here and then your DC going in here. So if you put your battery plate here, you put your battery plate here, you would then take a P-tap off the battery and go straight into the DC input there. So one of the largest changes with the Astra IP is that there's now a range of fixtures. It's no longer just the 1x1. Here we have the Astra IP half. A 63 watt fixture is producing up to 1500 lux at 3 meters within a 30-degree beam angle. So this is a comparable intensity to the outgoing Astra 6X. At just over 3 kilograms, this product has been designed for people where having a lightweight, small form factor fixture is the most important thing for them. You can put 2 in a bag on your shoulder, move around very, very quickly and easily. If you need a little bit more output, go up to the 1x1, which is a 125 watt fixture. Same 30-degree beam angle as the half, so slightly narrower than the old Astra range, but you're now getting 3000 lux at 3 meters, which is double the intensity of the 6X. Now it's worth mentioning, of course, these will come with diffusers. So you get the raw beam of light, but it can be diffused back out as needed. But with that slightly narrower beam angle, you're getting much more punch than you had with the previous 6X, which is great for more varied environments. And of course, we have the 2x1 fixture now as well, which is a 250 watt fixture, producing 5,500 lux at 3 meters. And this has really been designed for fixed installation studio environments. Okay, so that was a very top level view of the Astra IP range. Please stay tuned for future videos, which will cover more detail on the wide range of accessories, firmware updates, as well as more detail on other product features. Thank you very much for your time.